Rolling. I'm rolling. Rolling. You are waist up.
Okay, so you can see this bit.
Speed.
Purpose.
I want to know, the first time that you read the script, what were your thoughts?
There's JJ's extremely secretive, as we all know. So I don't know when you guys first saw the script, but I didn't really see it until I got the part.
Yeah.
So you know, it's funny. You kind of you're trusting, and luckily it's JJ, so you can trust him. But there was a description, and I had an idea what it was, and you sort of are creating this character based on just whatever you think. And then the first script I got, Tibbet died in like the first act. He like
did he?
Yeah,
really?
He died in like the first 20 pages. So I was like, when I got that and I got the part, I was like, oh, this is great. I'll go to London for a month, easy. I'll be done. I'm gonna head home. And then I got the actual shooting script. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be there the entire time. This is very different. So I mean, it's
Enjoy
really
acting,
you don't, you know, yeah, right. But you really don't know. You don't know what you're getting into. So that first time reading it, it was just mind blowing to see where it really was going and what it was going to be.
I was the last to come on board, and when I passed the audition, I didn't have any scene from the film. So when I finally read the script, I was just very taken. I was like, "Wow, it's you're not gonna get bored, and it's gonna be a fun film." And and I've been extremely lucky to see the film like become even more better than on the paper, and having such a talented actor which embraced their character so well is just such a pleasure and a gift to work with every day.
And I wanted to talk about a little bit about the first sequence, the plane sequence, because I was watching it and it was like Saving Private Ryan but on air. So how was it? How the time of shooting? How was all that process?
Yeah, look, you know, Saving Private Ryan is you know, set the benchmark for intense action, and you know, but I had to do something different because there's no way you're going to be able to beat that film. So you know, I wanted to do something that was really subjective and something that felt very first person, and so you know. We did this big aerial battle sequence, and there's this long take that shows our lead Boyce as he's trying to like scramble out of the plane and survive. And you know, that all just came from wanting to feel very much in his shoes, and so yeah, it was one that was gonna, you know, be something that we put a lot of work into and trying to get it to the place we wanted to, and hopefully we did.
Hot,
and your back hurt.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was a great way to start off because that was the first thing we shot, and it really did. Again, that was also something where it was a difficult thing to do in 7 days, and it put us all in one spot with each other, very close quarters, and everyone was doing it together, and we fought. You fight through my back, and I think everybody's had like pain in areas that you're sitting up there for 5 hours sometimes with the parachute on.
A lot of gear on, yeah.
And it hurt, you know. So I don't know. I thought that was a really bonding experience as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smelled as well. There was 20 guys.
Sorry, guys.
It was mostly John, yeah.
Stinky.
What's behind that wall? What do you do with those people?
And how did you build your character? Because you're doing the first half an hour, I don't know, you're doing a war film, like a more drama film. But in the last 30 minutes or something, it's a horror movie. How do you build that?
I think the biggest thing is I don't think any of us played any scene that, you know, that we were playing a horror movie. I think all of us were committed to living in this world as just normal people. Like, she was a woman in the village, and so she spent a lot of her time, I think, as I was watching her, you know, just living in Chloe's mind. You know, she has tasks to get done every day. You know, she has to go hunting for her little brother and her aunt. Like, so she was just concerned about getting like the chores done. And every day, me and the other guys were always trying to live as soldiers in that time. You know what I mean? So adding the horror things. It was just living as the characters the best you can and just living honestly with these circumstances as they come up. So we definitely weren't playing like, remember guys, this is a horror film. It was just like, no, we're just people playing characters and this is the situation we find ourselves in. How do we react to it? That's the headspace I think Julius kind of wanted us all to be in.
I don't know if you, as a director, I don't know this, but as an actor, you don't say, oh, we're doing this genre. We're doing a horror film, so now I gotta do extra evil or something. You always try to base it in something realistic, something truthful, or else you're gonna go down a wrong path. You are very aware of the story you're telling and what you need to bring, which color you're bringing to the painting. But I think genre is for libraries, you know?